Hey everyone, welcome to Wisdom Bottle. We are going to develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow. Normally, rewards can motivate you more and give you more reason to pursue your dreams or goal. If a child performs well, parents will usually give rewards. If you do well in your job, you might get a bonus. But today, I'm going to talk about why reward can destroy your motivation, which is not usual, but in some cases, it happens. If you make a sexual request to a partner, your partner may or may not accept it. That means it's 50-50, right? But if you give $100 to a partner while making that request, then you will definitely be kicked out immediately. Why? Let's take a look at these three stories first. A few years ago, Mr. A moved from London to Paris. His friend Mr. B often go to London. Therefore, he bought some delicate gifts, such as some antique and glass products to Paris for Mr. A. Mr. B knows that he cares very much about this collection. If the moving company treats this stuff less carefully than X, he will definitely be furious. Therefore, Mr. B carried the item to Paris for him. 2 weeks later, Mr. B received a thank you letter from Mr. A with a 50 Swiss francs banknote in it. Here is another example. The Swiss government has been looking for a storage site for radioactive waste for many years. They consider multiple underground storage sites, including the central of Switzerland. The economist Bruno Frey and a co-researcher at the University of Zurich commissioned a member of the Resistance Assembly to investigate whether Resistance agreed to build an underground storage site or not. Turned out, 58% of the respondents said yes. This attitude is mainly based on the following reasons: national pride, justice, social responsibility, and job opportunity. The researcher commissioned this member to do a second investigation again. This time, every citizen can receive a compensation of $5,000 francs, which is paid by all taxpayers in Switzerland. Guess what happened? The number of people reduced by 50%. Only 24.6% of the respondents accept underground storage. Another example is in nursery school. Nurseries all over the world facing the same problem. Parents cannot pick up their children on time. The staff had no choice but to wait, because they could not put the child alone, right? Therefore, many nurseries charge extra fee for these late parents. However, studies have shown that the number of late parents has not decreased as expected, but has increased. These three stories illustrate the fact that in these situations, money is not enough to be a motivation, and the result is counterproductive. From the first story, even though Mr. A gave Mr. B 50 Swiss francs for rewards, however, this situation not only belittles Mr. B's help, but also insults their friendship. Also, from the second story, the compensation for nuclear waste storage site is regarded as a bribe, or at least it will reduce citizens' willingness to contribute to the public interest. From the last story, the penalty of the nursery has transformed the interpersonal relationship between parents and nursery into a financial relationship, and being late now become legal. Scientists refer to this phenomenon as a motivation crowding. The behavior that people do not motivate by money will destroy this willingness because of rewards. If you manage a non-profit company, the salary paid is naturally below average. Despite this, the employees are very active because they believe this is their mission. If you implement a bonus system right now, such as your employees can get a few percent of their salary as a reward for every donation they raise. In this way, there will be a motivation crowding effect, and your employee will ignore the things that are not related to the bonus because it doesn't matter to them. But in fact, the bonus system is actually a good motivation factor in some industry. But if you plan to start a business and are looking for employees, give the company some meaning at this time. Make the employees to think that they have a mission. instead of using huge cash bonus as a motivation factor. So now, go back to the situation of sexual request. I think this clearly explains why people will be kicked out of the door and not too difficult for you to understand. So if you have any question, feel free to comment down below and let me know. Hey, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like and share because more remarkable idea is on the way.